Sharks are among the oldest species on our planet, having evolved long before dinosaurs walked the earth. Their lineage dates back to the Devonian period, over 400 million years ago. These creatures have survived multiple mass extinctions and adapted to various shifts in climate and ocean structure, making them resilient and adaptable. The evolution of sharks has led to a vast diversity within the species, from the small lantern shark, which barely reaches a foot in length, to the gentle giant whale shark, which can grow over 40 feet. Sharks' evolutionary success can be attributed to their unique adaptations, which have enabled them to thrive as some of the ocean's most effective predators. One of the most remarkable aspects of sharks is their cartilaginous skeletons. Unlike bony fish, sharks have skeletons made of cartilage, which is lighter and more flexible than bone. This adaptation allows them to be agile and swift, as their bodies face less resistance when they move through the water. Their streamlined shape and muscular tails give them speed and power, enabling them to travel long distances in search of food or a suitable environment. Their body shape and skin texture, covered in dermal denticles, reduce water friction, allowing them to conserve energy while swimming. Sharks' teeth are one of their most distinguishing features, yet they vary significantly among species. Great white sharks have large, serrated teeth that allow them to tear through the flesh of larger prey, while the smaller, smooth teeth of a whale shark are suited for filtering tiny organisms from the water. Sharks' teeth grow in rows, and they constantly lose and replace them throughout their lifetime, sometimes losing thousands of teeth in just a few years. This unique adaptation ensures they are always equipped with sharp teeth for hunting. Sharks' sensory capabilities are equally remarkable. Their acute sense of smell is legendary. They can detect a drop of blood in an Olympic-sized swimming pool, an adaptation that helps them locate injured or vulnerable prey. But sharks' sensory system goes beyond smell. The lateral line system, a row of sensory cells running along their body, detects vibrations in the water, allowing them to sense movement nearby. Even more intriguing is their electroreception, thanks to the ampullae of Lorenzini. These specialized cells, located around their snouts, detect the weak electric fields emitted by all living creatures. This ability is particularly useful for locating prey hidden under sand or navigating murky waters. Each shark species has evolved to thrive in specific marine environments. While some species prefer the warmth of tropical waters, others are adapted to colder, nutrient-rich environments. The Greenland shark, for instance, lives in the frigid waters of the North Atlantic and can survive in temperatures just above freezing. In contrast, reef sharks inhabit the shallower, warmer waters of coral reefs, where they play a key role in maintaining the reef's health by controlling the populations of smaller fish. Some sharks, like the bull shark, have even adapted to freshwater environments, allowing them to swim up rivers and find food sources that other sharks cannot access. In terms of feeding behavior, sharks are incredibly diverse. Some are solitary hunters, like the great white, which hunts by ambush, taking its prey by surprise with a sudden burst of speed. Others, like hammerhead sharks, have been observed hunting in groups, which increases their efficiency when preying on schools of fish. Whale sharks and basking sharks, on the other hand, are filter feeders that swim with their mouths open, filtering plankton and small fish from the water. This variation in hunting styles demonstrates how adaptable and specialized sharks have become in response to their environments and available food sources. Sharks play an irreplaceable role in marine ecosystems. As apex predators, they regulate populations of species below them in the food chain, helping to maintain a balance that supports a diverse and healthy ecosystem. For example, by controlling the population of mid-level predators like octopuses or smaller fish, sharks help prevent these species from depleting herbivorous fish populations. Without herbivores, algae could grow unchecked, leading to a decline in coral reefs. This delicate balance, maintained in part by sharks, is critical to the health of marine habitats like coral reefs and seagrass beds. However, despite their ecological importance, sharks are among the most threatened animals in the ocean. Human activities, particularly overfishing, pose a severe threat to their populations. Shark finning, where sharks are captured, their fins removed, and the rest of their body discarded, is one of the most detrimental practices. Millions of sharks are killed each year to supply the demand for shark fin soup, a delicacy in some cultures. Beyond targeted fishing, sharks are also affected by bycatch, where they are unintentionally caught in nets meant for other fish. This can happen in large-scale commercial fishing, where sharks are trapped in nets alongside tuna or swordfish. Pollution and habitat destruction further exacerbate the challenges facing sharks. Plastic pollution is particularly harmful, as sharks often mistake plastic waste for prey, which can lead to fatal ingestion. Chemical pollution from oil spills and agricultural runoff also contaminates the waters where sharks live, harming not only the sharks but also the ecosystems that support them. Climate change is another looming threat. As ocean temperatures rise, the habitats that sharks depend on are shifting, sometimes moving prey species to different areas or forcing sharks to migrate to find suitable environments. The good news is that efforts are being made globally to protect sharks and raise awareness about their plight. Some countries have established marine protected areas, MPAs, where shark fishing is prohibited. Organizations around the world are advocating for sustainable fishing practices and educating the public about the importance of sharks in our oceans. Increasingly, scientists and conservationists are working together to gather data on shark populations, migration patterns, and behaviors, which helps inform policies to protect them. Tagging and tracking programs have provided valuable insights into the movement and habitat needs of different shark species, helping to shape effective conservation strategies. Despite their fearsome reputation, sharks are generally not a threat to humans. Incidents involving sharks are rare, and most sharks would rather avoid humans than attack. In fact, humans are responsible for far more shark deaths than vice versa. Understanding and respecting sharks' behaviors is key to coexisting peacefully with them. For example, avoiding splashing or wearing shiny jewelry can reduce the likelihood of attracting sharks in areas where they may be present. Learning about sharks' natural tendencies and respecting their habitats can go a long way in reducing human-shark conflicts. Sharks are also an endless source of fascination for marine biologists, ecologists, and the general public. They have inspired countless studies, documentaries, and conservation campaigns, which have helped change public perception of these animals. Where they were once viewed solely as dangerous predators, sharks are now increasingly recognized as vital to the health of our oceans. Many dive operators now offer ecotourism experiences where people can observe sharks in their natural habitats. Such experiences not only promote conservation but also allow people to see sharks up close, often changing their perception of these animals from fear to admiration. The future of sharks and the oceans they inhabit depends on our ability to protect them and their ecosystems. By reducing the demand for shark fins, supporting sustainable fishing practices, and raising awareness about the essential role sharks play, we can contribute to their preservation. Each individual effort, whether by choosing to support sustainable seafood or sharing knowledge about sharks, contributes to a larger movement to protect these remarkable animals. In the end, sharks symbolize more than the fear they inspire in popular culture. They represent resilience, adaptation, and the delicate balance of nature. By learning about them, respecting their role in the marine ecosystem, and taking steps to protect them, we have the chance to ensure that these incredible animals continue to roam the oceans for generations to come. The journey of shark conservation is ongoing, but with dedication, awareness, and respect, we can secure a brighter future for sharks and the oceans they call home. Humans have always been fascinated and sometimes fearful of sharks, partly due to their mysterious nature and their portrayal in media. Films, documentaries, and books often depict sharks as dangerous predators, creating a sense of fear that doesn't always align with reality. Movies like Jaws reinforced the idea that sharks are vicious creatures out to attack humans. However, real-life shark behavior shows that most species are either indifferent to humans or avoid them entirely. This cultural image of sharks has shaped public perception, influencing attitudes toward them and, unfortunately, often leading to policies and practices that harm their populations. This fear of sharks contrasts sharply with the respect and reverence they receive in some cultures. In certain Pacific Island nations, sharks are seen as symbols of power and protection, often revered in local folklore and mythology. The people of Hawaii, for example, regard sharks as aumakua, or ancestral spirits, who guard and guide them. Some believe that their ancestors take the form of sharks, offering protection when they venture into the ocean. This cultural connection reminds us of the deep-rooted respect some communities have for sharks, highlighting the contrast between these perceptions and the negative image often portrayed in Western media. Modern science has shed significant light on sharks, revealing them to be far more complex than mere hunters. Over the past few decades, research has uncovered fascinating aspects of their biology and behavior. For instance, some shark species exhibit complex social structures. The lemon shark, for example, has been observed forming social bonds with other individuals, interacting in ways that suggest a level of social complexity previously unappreciated in fish. Additionally, studies on shark migration have shown that some species, such as the great white, undertake vast migrations across entire oceans, traveling thousands of miles each year. Tracking their migration patterns has not only revealed the extensive range of their habitats but also highlighted the critical need for international cooperation in shark conservation, as their migratory paths often cross international borders. Furthermore, sharks have unique physiological traits that continue to intrigue scientists. For example, the Greenland shark, which resides in Arctic waters, is one of the longest living vertebrates, with some individuals estimated to live up to 400 years. Their incredibly slow metabolism and cold water habitat contribute to this extraordinary lifespan, providing scientists with valuable insights into aging and longevity in vertebrates. This discovery has spurred research into how sharks' biological adaptations might help humans understand the aging process better, offering potential implications for medicine. As awareness grows about the plight of sharks, conservation efforts have gained momentum on a global scale. Several international organizations, such as the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, and the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, CITES, have established measures to protect vulnerable shark species from overexploitation. Numerous shark species are now listed on the IUCN Red List, identifying them as endangered or threatened and calling for urgent conservation action. Some countries have banned shark finning entirely, while others have set up marine protected areas, MPAs, where shark fishing is prohibited. These initiatives are crucial, but the enforcement of such laws remains a challenge in many regions, especially where resources are limited. Community-based conservation efforts have also emerged, recognizing the value of involving local populations in protecting shark habitats. In places like Fiji and the Bahamas, shark conservation has become a source of ecotourism revenue, attracting divers from around the world who wish to observe sharks in their natural environment. This type of ecotourism not only provides financial incentives for local communities to protect sharks but also raises awareness about their importance in marine ecosystems. Programs that educate locals and tourists alike about the ecological role of sharks are essential in shifting public perception and fostering a sense of responsibility for these animals' welfare. Citizen science initiatives have become another powerful tool in shark conservation. These programs encourage ordinary people to participate in shark research and conservation activities, from reporting sightings and tagging sharks to assisting in data collection. This involvement helps gather valuable data on shark populations, distribution, and behavior while also engaging the public in conservation efforts. By fostering a sense of connection and responsibility, citizen science has proven to be a highly effective approach to raising awareness and generating support for shark conservation worldwide. For the future, technology is likely to play an even greater role in shark conservation. Advances in satellite tracking, genetic research, and artificial intelligence are providing scientists with more sophisticated tools to study and protect sharks. Satellite tags, for instance, allow researchers to monitor sharks' movements in real time, helping to identify critical habitats and migration routes. This data is invaluable for establishing marine protected areas and guiding policy decisions. Genetic research is also helping scientists understand population dynamics, identify distinct shark populations, and track illegal shark fin trade by identifying species from DNA samples. Meanwhile, AI-powered tools are enabling researchers to analyze massive amounts of data more quickly, enhancing our understanding of shark behavior, population trends, and threats. Ultimately, the future of sharks hinges on our collective ability to shift perceptions and take meaningful action to protect them. As more people come to recognize sharks as essential components of healthy marine ecosystems, the pressure to change harmful practices will continue to grow. Education is crucial in this regard. By teaching younger generations about the importance of sharks and dispelling myths, we can foster a new wave of conservation-minded individuals who will advocate for these animals' protection. Sharks are an integral part of our planet's biodiversity and marine ecosystems, yet they remain vulnerable to human activity. Conservation is not solely about protecting individual species but about preserving the complex interactions within ecosystems that support life on Earth. Sharks' role as apex predators helps regulate marine populations, creating a cascading effect that maintains the health of coral reefs, seagrass beds, and open ocean ecosystems. Protecting sharks means safeguarding these environments, which, in turn, benefits countless other species, including humans, who rely on the ocean for food, oxygen, and climate regulation. The story of sharks is one of resilience, adaptation, and survival through millions of years of evolution. They are more than their fearsome reputation. They are ancient guardians of the ocean's balance, vital to the intricate web of life beneath the waves. By rethinking our relationship with sharks, from fear to respect and understanding, we take a step toward ensuring that these magnificent creatures continue to roam our oceans for millions more years.